week 2 of the NFL season. Today, the Colts are playing the Minnesota Vikings. I've got a co-host here with me today, filling in for Fred Inniger, is Dick Bentz, and I'll let him introduce himself to the audience here in a minute. We also have East Noble football star Connor Holcomb. Welcome to the Gridiron, show number 2. Come on out. The girls will take care of you. They've got 8 TVs here in the grill in the sports bar, and get some good food. And we appreciate them letting us do the show live here on KTV TV here at the Gridiron Sports Grill. And our lovely host Julie from Avila is here with us today, taping the show. Let's start with Mr. Dick Bentz, a good friend of mine, neighbor, known him for a number of years. Just a legend here at East Noble. Done a little bit of everything, and he's here to start the show, talk about the girls' golf program to get it started.
Well, first of all, I don't think I could ever replace Fred. He's the real legend of East Noble. But it's good to be here, Steve. Yeah, Steve and I go pretty far back. We did some KYV baseball teams together a long time ago, and he lives in our neighborhood, so we get to see him quite a bit. Let me get to the girls' golf program. Last week we had our conference tournament, and we were the number 3 seed going into the tournament. And what happens, the way our conference does it, you get points for your wins during the season, then you get points for your placement in the tournament. And we were the 3rd seed going in behind Homestead and DeKalb. So in order for us to be conference champions, a lot of things had to happen just right. We had to win the tournament, and Homestead had to finish at least 3rd. So we ended up having our best round of the year last Saturday in the conference tournament, and DeKalb edged Homestead by 2 strokes, and so we did end up being conference champions by winning the tournament and winning 5 matches during the year. We ended up tied with DeKalb and Homestead at the top, but the tiebreaker is tournament finish.
Okay.
And so since we won the tournament, we were the conference champions.
And that was held where?
That was held at Noble Hawk. We were the host this year. It rotates through the conference.
Okay.
And so we host once every 8 years. Next year it goes to Homestead. Last year it was at DeKalb. So that was neat. And we had several girls play really well. We had Katie Sharp, obviously, is our go-to girl. She carries us, you know. We just try to stay close everywhere else, and then she comes in with a lead, and we win. That's the way that pretty much works. And she played really well last week. I believe she shot 71 to be the conference medalist. And then Lynn Clark was right there at 95. We had 92 from, I'm probably getting these scores wrong, 92 from Logan Hanshu, which was her career best. She's put several 9-hole rounds together, but she had never put 2 back-to-back 9s together. And that was probably the big thing. And then Becca Allwine and Cooper Hanshu finished out our scoring, and we ended up winning by 11 strokes, which was pretty good. I mean, I thought it was going to be closer than that.
So all your girls are really improving.
Yeah, we, early on, we didn't fare as well as some of the other local teams, but our goal is to improve, work at it, and get the right combinations going, and at the end of the year, maybe we can win the big ones, and so far that's been pretty good. Well, then yesterday we had the IHSA sectional also held at Noble Hawk, and we were the number 2 seed next to Northwood, and Fairfield and Elkhart Central were also right there. There were 4 teams that had a shot at the chances, and I thought we played well last week at the conference, but we went lights out yesterday. We beat our conference score by 26 strokes, which was
amazing.
Crazy, yeah. And we had everybody under 100. Katie came in at 65, 5 under par, and I think she had 7 birdies and an eagle. She also had a double bogey and 2 bogeys, so to shoot 5 under those conditions, that was pretty amazing. Lynn Clark was right there at 86. Logan came back right again, and Logan Hanshu shot 87. Cooper Hanshu was 94, and Becca Allwine was 96. That's the first time all year that we've had everybody under 100. The girls have all played that well at one time or another during the season, but we never had everybody all do it at the same time until yesterday. And I guess if you're going to save it for one time to win a sectional, that's the time to do it.
So when does the regional start then?
Regional is next Saturday, and East Noble is also the host. That will be at Cobblestone, and it's a really highly touted regional. We have 2 of the top 5 teams in the state coming in, Penn and Marion, and so it's going to be a fun one. And it's Cobblestone starts at 10. There's 18 teams and 18 individuals from the other 6 sectionals that feed into our regional.
Okay, so individually, how many players advance?
From the regional to the state, the top 3 teams advance, and the top 5 individuals not on an advancing team also advance.
Okay. How does Katie deal with the pressure? I mean, I'm sure she's got to be under a ton of pressure.
Well, she doesn't really seem to act like it. I guess she's played enough golf that it's really, I don't want to say it's no big deal, because it is a big deal, but the pressure really isn't there. She's really team-oriented. She helps all the other girls, and she even made the comment yesterday, it was really neat having the team win. And I know the first year we went to the state finals was her freshman year, and she thought it was really neat to go to a big tournament like that as part of a team instead of just by herself. She's always played in all these junior tournaments all over, and that made it really neat, I think, for her and the kids. This is a whole new group of kids we have this year, pretty much. Katie's our only senior on the team. Logan Hanshu's a junior, and then Lynn Clark and Becca Allwine are sophomores, and Cooper Hanshu's a freshman. So we're really pretty young, and we'll be pretty competitive next year, even without Katie, even though we'll miss her a lot. I'm sure her back's probably got to be pretty sore from the last 4 years of carrying us to a lot of neat things.
Yeah. Well, Connor, you golf too, probably, right? You enjoy the sport?
Yeah.
I do enjoy the sport.
What I find amazing too about golf, football fields are all the same. Basketball courts, you measure them, they're the same distance. You got 2 hoops at each end. Golf, every course is different. Trees are different, shrubs. I don't know how these girls can be that consistent on strange courses.
Yeah, well, obviously we have 18 matches during the season before the sectional, and 10 of them were away matches. So, yeah, you get to see a lot of golf courses. Like we went to Leo last Tuesday, and I think Katie was the only one that had ever played there before. Mm-hmm. Logan would have been a freshman there, but she didn't go to that match, I don't believe, when she was a freshman. So they're all there for the first time seeing a course, and they play pretty well. They're getting to be really mentally tough, and course management's really been a lot better, where they look at each hole instead of just grip it and rip it like you hear them say a lot. They think about where they need to hit the ball. Now, not every shot's perfect, but the key thing, one of the key things I always tell them, it's not how good your good shots are, it's how good are your bad shots. Because everybody hits good shots and everybody hits bad shots. And the last 2 Saturdays, our bad shots have been really pretty good. And that's made a world of difference.
Now, as a coach, is there anything, obviously, whatever you're doing, it's working. But, to keep these girls focused, consistent on, say, a strange course, what are your methods that you use, or how do you keep them focused?
Well, that's really got to be up to the girls, and I know there are some days we have after-school matches, and there's all the drama of the school day, that the bus rides are phenomenal, and then all the things that go on there. But once we get to the golf course, they've been really good. They've been really good about paying attention to golf, and if they can get their mind on the game and on the golf course, then we're going to be pretty good.
How long have you coached golf?
This is my 29th season as the girls' golf coach, so for a long time.
And like sectionals, what's your number? How many have you won?
I think,
been a part of?
I'm not 100% sure, but I think this is our 11th sectional championship in that time frame. And we have won 2 regionals, and that's pretty neat because as far as I know, if I look back in girls' sports at East Noble, there are only 3 regional championships, and golf has 2 of them. So that's kind of neat. The other one was a Amy Yoder cross country team.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, I wish you well. I wish you well. I know everybody's really pulling for Katie. What was it now? Was it 3 years ago she was runner-up?
2 years ago she was
runner-up. And then last year she was like 5th or 8th?
She was out of the top 5, but not by much.
Right, maybe 8th.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I wish her well, and the girls, obviously they've done a great job, and now you worked with Fred. You used to coach baseball too with him, right?
Yeah, I coached with Fred for 20 seasons. We did baseball together for 13 years, and then we did softball for 7. So, yeah, Fred and I go way back also.
So did Fred replace Stavretti then?
I actually think,
I know
I'm not
Stavretti was here.
100% sure. Stavretti was here, but I think Jim Calvin actually coached baseball for a year or 2 between Stavretti and Fred. But I'm not 100% sure about that.
Okay.
That was before that. That's when I was in high school. When I came up, we played East Noble. And when I was in high school, I went to Columbus City. I played baseball. My junior year, we played Kendallville. My senior year, we played East Noble. So that was the changeover then. So, but I don't know who was the coach then, but that would have been the time frame, pretty much, I think.
Well, I know you've really enjoyed your coaching career here at East Noble, and you've been a blessing to everybody that has been through your program. I'm sure you could tell a ton of stories, but
Yeah.
Katie, now she's off to where? Michigan State?
She's signed to go to Michigan State next fall, and she'll be a good addition to their program. So.
No, how's the boys team look for the spring?
We're going to be quite a bit better. Last year we played basically all underclassmen. We had 2 sophomores, a junior. No, 3 sophomores, a junior, and a freshman. And so everybody that finished in the sectional team will be back next year. Connor used to play golf in middle school, and but he's a baseball guy.
Well, my son played.
Yes, he did.
Max played.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, but golf has always been pretty good to me. But I'm still, I was a baseball player. I never really played golf or got involved with golf till I came to East Noble.
Yeah.
And a couple teachers talked me into going to play golf for a week one time on a spring break, and I kind of caught the bug. So.
Well, it helps living there on the golf course, and I see him there every time hole number 7 there at the Elks. He lives right there in the corner. So I've hit many a ball in Dick Bentz's yard, I'll tell you that. So I see Dick and I see a lot of squirrels. But yeah, I appreciate you being here talking about the golf and Katie, and I know Katie, I'm pulling for her. She goes to my church. Wonderful girl, very smart too. She obviously scholarship kid. She's a good kid.
Yeah, excellent student. We've nominated for academic All-State, and there's minimum requirements before you can even nominate somebody. So she qualifies for that, and I just sent in her ballot this morning for regular All-State, golf All-State. So she's been nominated for academic All-State and just All-State golf.
Yeah, they don't have like a Mr. or Mrs. Golf like they do in basketball, do they?
No. They'll always have the individual state champion, but you can be the best person in the field and may not win that day. With golf, you have to be good, but you also have to get hot or have a little luck too, because somebody else seems like always gets on a hot streak and wins the state tournament, and somebody you don't always expect.
Yeah, and weather can be a factor.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, I appreciate Dick talking about the girls golf, and we wish them well. Remember here, everybody, we're at the Gridiron Grill. Come out, watch ATVs, get some good food, bring your friends. Church ought to be letting out here soon, so we're gonna talk about East Noble football here in just a minute in segment 2. Live from the Gridiron. Come back.